Are you self-publishing on Amazon here in 2020? Well, I'm going to tell you what you need to know right now because this could be detrimental to your long-term success. Stay tuned. Hey, I'm Dale L. Roberts, a best-selling author as well as a self-publishing advocate who wants to show you how to publish books that sell. If you want that too, of course, subscribe to this channel and also join me every Monday at 12 p.m. at twitch.tv/self-publish. You can subscribe for free with your Amazon Prime and get a few freebies in the process. Stick around to the end because I'm going to give you kind of a checklist that's going to take you through all of the necessary steps to make sure you're crushing it on Amazon and beyond when it comes to your self-published book. So here is the current state of self-publishing on Amazon in 2020, and how it stands is you can publish ebooks, print books, and audiobooks. A lot of people would think automatically that this video is going to be entirely about Amazon KDP, but no, actually I'm talking about publishing from various avenues. And yeah, this can include places like Amazon KDP, Ingram Spark, Lulu.com, Draft Digital, Publish Drive, Smashwords. The list goes on and on that feeds over into the beast known as Amazon.com. And the other ways that you're able to get books over, and more importantly audiobooks, is through Audiobook Creation Exchange, that's an Amazon-owned company, and Findaway Voices, and along with a couple other smaller distributors. So why do you need to know something right now? Well, let's figure out what happened in the past. What was self-publishing like, say, back in 2010 to 2015, because that was the time of the Kindle Gold Rush. That was when you could just about publish anything and put it out into the market and profit hand and fist. You could rely 100% on organic sales and make anywhere from 5 to 6 figures per month like it was nobody's business. And it didn't even matter what you put out. It could have been hammered garbage. And I'm not saying it was all right, but it definitely was something that was happening. But it's become a different system. Amazon has become more sophisticated, and more importantly, the Amazon algorithm has become much more sophisticated, and the rules and the loopholes have changed considerably. What it's like now, it's a completely different game. We can't just expect to publish through these various platforms like Amazon KDP or Ingram Spark or Findaway Voices and expect that Amazon's going to serve us our audience on a silver platter. No, 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 no. That's not the world. And if you think that you're going to be able to publish books and profit hand and fist just because you publish it on Amazon, you got another thing coming. So there's 5 things you're going to need to become successful on this platform, and these are tried and true, and I'm telling you that they're proven. And the very first thing you're going to need is an audience or a following. So I just see a lot of people that publish it and they don't have a ready-made audience or a following, and that's okay, but they're frustrated they're not making sales. Well, do you have an audience? No. I was hoping to get it through Amazon. Well, Amazon's not just going to go ahead and serve it to you. You need to come with your own audience and your own following. So one of the basic ways I'm going to tell you how to build your audience is obviously find as much people off the platform and direct them over onto Amazon to make purchases there. The next thing is, if you're a fiction author, before you fire off this epic-length novel, you may want to consider a prequel of sorts. Something that's going to be, let's say, the teaser, the sampler, the gateway drug that's going to get people to purchase your flagship book in that novel. So just putting that novel out willy-nilly is not going to do it. You want to have maybe that prequel or that teaser to launch first, and maybe you can put it at 99 cents, or you can put it in as a reader magnet that gets people to subscribe to your email newsletter. Now for nonfiction authors, it's a little bit easier. A nonfiction author can probably get away with just publishing a flagship book and being done with it. In fact, if you've got a good back end, meaning do you have other products that you can sell people to? If that's the case, what I would recommend is putting in a call to action in your book. And in fiction and nonfiction can both do this. Put a call to action to subscribe to your email newsletter, and you can probably have some type of a lead magnet or a bribe that gets people to join that list. And at that point, you can start to upsell them our more premium products. So if you're doing nonfiction, chances are very likely that you have a product or service that you can offer to them. And the beauty of it is, if they've already subscribed to your email newsletter, that means they already purchased your flagship book. So this means that they are a warm audience and someone that you can start to pitch products to and not have to worry about, completely pushing them away. Number 2, email lists. Okay, I've already kind of mentioned email lists, but we might as well just go ahead and segue over into this. You absolutely need an email list. And the further proof is actually I'd heard about a really prolific romance writer that was 100% all in on Amazon last year and had been there for quite a few years, had built his business up to about 6 figures per month in earnings. But something happened. Something went south with him and Amazon. Amazon closed his account, didn't let him have it back. The problem was he didn't have an email list. He didn't really have a website. He didn't have a following to come along with him, so there's no way for him to really do anything other than try to rebuild his business through other avenues besides Amazon. An email list would have saved this guy's life. If he would have had an email list, he could have at least had a small portion of his engaged audience that he could say, hey, Amazon's pulled me off the platform for whatever reason. You can start to purchase my books at xyz.com or over here. And this would have saved his life. An email newsletter and an email list is so important. Now more than ever, you need to have an email list, and you can do it through places like MailChimp, MailerLite, whatever you want to. My preferred way is SendFox. I don't care what you're going to use for an email service provider, just get one. Number 3, social media. Okay, it's a foregone conclusion at this point. Yeah, social media is definitely going to be one of the areas that's going to start to build your audience and grow them and get it to where you can build hype about upcoming releases. You can do a cover reveal. You can get people to vote on specific covers. You can have them contribute in meaningful ways and build hype towards your launch over on the Amazon platform, so that way you can direct them over there. Don't just go and publish and pray for the best. What I'd recommend is take whatever small following you have on whatever social media, be it Reddit or Facebook or Twitter or YouTube, and you start to build that hype, build awareness about your release, and send them over to Amazon so you can start to get more sales, because the more sales you get, Amazon's gonna go, I'm gonna go ahead and push this. Number 4, a website. Much like having a safeguard in place, a website's another safeguard to have in place that helps grow your following. So in each one of your books, you're gonna wanna make sure that you send them to a website. Yes, an author website, I believe, should be a necessity for most people. And you can get just a simple Blogger account put together or a WordPress site, and then throw a domain name over top of it that can run you maybe $1 your first year and 15 to 16 bucks the years following that. It will pay off in dividends. You need to have like a hub that you can just start to send your followers to and gather them there. And if you start to put up posts in your website as well, that further indexes you as an author and makes you more discoverable on places beyond Amazon like Google or Yahoo or Bing. And the last thing you're going to need for success is an ongoing marketing strategy. You can't expect to just publish and pray for the best. I know I've said that before, but it bears worth repeating. You need to continually be marketing. Always be marketing. And it could be you're going and getting interviews and appearances on podcasts or YouTube channels. You could be doing guest blog posts. You could be doing media appearances. Either way, always be visible. Always get your work out there. Always have a plan to have something going for marketing, at least on a daily, if not weekly basis. So what do you think about self-publishing on Amazon in 2020? Do you feel like some of this information was some of the stuff that you needed to hear, or did you know this already? If you want a better idea of what to do from point A to point Z and everything else in between, I've actually got a bestseller book launch checklist. You can take a look at it over down here in this little button down below. You can actually see it inside the description. I've got a link to that there as well. In the meantime, I've actually queued you up for another video down here where we talk about some good marketing practices. I will see you then.